Happy day children! Welcome back to our next video on Lesson 3 Safety and First Aid. In our earlier videos, we learnt about accidents and safety measures to be taken to prevent accidents. Now we will learn in detail about first aid. Accidents can happen no matter how careful you are. Many people do not know what to do when there is an accident or an injury. You should know what help should be given to an injured person. The immediate help given to an injured or sick person is called first aid. The main aims of first aid are to save lives, to make sure the condition of the injured or sick person does not become worse, and to keep the injured or sick person comfortable till proper medical help arrives. It is important for you to know what to do when an accident occurs. You should know about first aid and also when to give first aid and when not to. You should give first aid only if the injury is small. If the injury looks serious, for example, if the injury is inside the body and the person is in great pain, there may be broken bones or internal bleeding. In such a situation, do not try to give first aid yourself. Immediately call an adult for help. A box that contains things needed to give first aid is called a first aid box. It contains things such as antiseptic lotion, antiseptic cream, antiseptic powder, band-aid, bandage, scissors, gauze and cotton. Now let us learn about some first aid tips for accidents such as cuts and scratches, broken bones, sprains, animal bites, nosebleed, burns and fire accidents. First aid for cuts and scratches. Wash your hands before you help the injured person. This will get rid of germs which can enter the body through cuts and wounds and cause infection. If the cut or scratch is small, wash it with soap and plenty of water using cotton or a clean cloth. Dry the wound and apply antiseptic cream. Cover the wound with a clean plaster or a bandage. In the case of a deep wound, rush the injured person to a doctor. The doctor may have to stitch the wound to close it. First aid for fractures. A bad accident can cause a bone to crack or break. This is called a fracture. A fracture is very painful. It must be attended to by a doctor. The only first aid you can give for a fracture is to make sure that the part of the body where there seems to be a fracture is not moved. If the fracture is in the arm or hand, a sling made of cloth will prevent movement. If the fracture is in a limb, strapping splints to the injured limb will prevent further damage by preventing movement. However, this should be done only by someone who has had training in bandaging. First aid for sprains. A sprain generally occurs around wrists and ankles when they are suddenly twisted. Sometimes the joint swells up and may also form a bruise. The RISE method is a simple self-care technique that helps reduce swelling, ease pain and speed up healing. R stands for rest, I for ice, C for compression and E for elevation. In RISE method, we should make the person sit in a comfortable position and apply an ice pack to the area. However, do not apply the ice directly. Then carefully bandage the swollen area to limit movement. The person should be made to rest, keeping the sprained area above the position of the heart while lying down. We will continue with the first aid tips for the remaining accidents in our next video. Till then, bye. Thank you.